Hello, today I am coming to you from my game room, or my kids' game room. I say kids, but they're full-grown adults, but they're still my kids. Anyway, that's why we have this beautiful graffiti wall behind us. It's not really a wall, it's a board. We started with a plain white wall, and then we had markers set up for everybody, and then when they came over, they could write their name, leave a funny message, or whatever, what have you. And then we fill up the other side, and then we had to flip it over. And we haven't had the heart to get rid of it. So anyway, that's my lovely backdrop. And the reason I'm on the couch is, I probably should be talking to a psychiatrist about this, but instead I'm talking to you. Aren't you lucky? Anyway, the reason I say that is because it's the corniest story of all, but this video definitely needs this intro. I'm a very hypersensitive person. I didn't learn this until I was a lot older, but when I was young, one of my cousins, I'm pretty sure it was a particular cousin, but this aunt has 3 sons, Roderick, Derek, and Patrick. And I'm pretty sure it was Patrick that told me this story, but I could be wrong, so I apologize for that. He once told me when we were like tiny, that there was going to be a race war and we should get ready, and it scared me to death. And of course, you know, you grow up, I never really thought about it, but every now and then it would pop into my head when something weird would happen, or like during the Rodney King riots and those sort of things would happen, I would think about it. It's silly, and of course I would put it out of my mind. Then of course, time passed, I married a white man, and then I really started thinking about it, and it would pop into my head, and I thought, what if there really was a race war and they separated everybody, and Scott had to have a way to get to me, because, you know, they're not just gonna let this white guy come in the black section because he says he's married to a black lady. I should give him a test. And I started just randomly testing him, just asking him questions and see if he knew the answer. And then it started to be where we needed to go over it and study it. And I finally finished the test, got it all on video, and that's what this video is today. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that maybe I won't think about this as much now that this video is out of my system, but nonetheless, I do hope you enjoy. Now, I know a weight is lifted off your shoulders, because now we can all rest assured that if we get separated during the race war, Scott will be able to know all the answers to the pertinent questions so that he can get to me, which is the most important thing, because he's my man. He's my bae. He's the Mr. to my missus. He's the peanut to my jelly. Yeah, Ebony, Ivory, hello. We go together and we belong together. Like this, you can't do this. And this, you have to do this, boom. He's mine, so I own him really, so he can't get away from me. Even a race war doesn't break the contract. Sorry. Not sorry. Okay, since we're on the way to my sister's now, let's use her as an example. Let's say that they're having a dinner at 5 o'clock. Should we get there at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock?
7.
You know how the other day we discussed what time to arrive at my sister's house? What is that time called?
CP time.
Good job. Scott, when a black family really likes a non-black person, they invite them to the
Cookout.
Scott, who's the queen bee?
Beyonce.
You know how the other day we discussed what time to arrive at my sister's house? What is that time called?
CP time.
Good job. Scott, kids behaving badly are...
Baby's kids.
Okay, 2 bonus questions. Bonus questions number 1. The Wizard of Oz is a great movie, but black people prefer to watch
The Wiz.
Scott,
Crazy.
is salt a seasoning?
No.
Scott, it's important to me that our girls grow up to be...
Strong, independent, half black women.
Okay, 2 bonus questions. Bonus questions number 1. The Wizard of Oz is a great movie, but black people prefer to watch
The Wiz.
And I'm going to use a word in a sentence, and then I want you to tell me what the word read means. They were arguing, and she read him.
Told off. Corrected. Watch out, there's an orange rat.
Hey, Scott, when you take a shower, do you A, take the soap and rub it up against your body, or do you B, use a wash rag, loofah, or a sponge?
B.
Scott, what's the only brand you use to make cornbread?
Jiffy.
Scott, who's the queen bee?
You.
Who's the queen bee?
Leslie.
Scott? Okay, couple of bonus questions. Bonus question number 1. The Wizard of Oz is a great movie, but black people tend to prefer to watch the
Oz.
Oz. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.